Hello there everyone, this is Zantok with Select Start Gaming, and today on Shuffle Play we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! A Legacy of the Duelist. Now for any of you that have watched the anime of the show Yu-Gi-Oh! The duels in this game will be pretty familiar to you. We're going to do a single player campaign here, and we're going to go for the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Not going to deal with any of the later shows that appeared, we're just going to go with the original stuff. And I've already beaten all of these duels here, but the way all these duels are is that these are actually duels from the show. And so like, the first duel here, the first one on here, just a tutorial, we're not doing that. Like the first one on here, it's from the very first duel in the anime where Yugi faces off with Kaiba. And just to start with this off, I want to start with this duel here. Then it's got this little story, it's actually pulling story from the anime that kind of gives you like an intro to what's happening, and then you go right into the duel. So, that afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his grandpa's prized possession. Gramps, could you show my friends your awesome super rare card? That's quite the way to describe a card, guys. Awesome super rare card. I mean, I would just say, hey, your special card, or whatever. Rare card? You mean my special card? See, look, special card. Why can't you just shorten it a little, Yugi? Like, come on, I know you're short, so why can't you make your word short? Please, please. How can I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. This card is priceless, and there are only 4 of them in all the world. Now how crazy is that? They have this anime where it's all about cards, and it's a trading card game. If you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's got similarities to Magic, but I'm sure any Magic player out there will want to stone me for saying that. So, I guess I should be ready for rocks to come in my mail. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that they say, oh yeah, there's this rare card that there's only 4 of them in the entire world, and honestly, it's not the best card out there, so it's like, whatever. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran to the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corps. He had found the card he was looking for. Yeah, this kid's in high school, and he's the CEO of his own company. Little odd. And look at that. He's all dressed up and everything. It's like, seriously? Name your price for that Blue Eyes. I can pay anything you ask. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with Blue Eyes White Dragon. It is a little creepy, and in fact it gets even worse if you watch the final season of the anime, because it really gets into the origins of the characters in the show, and the whole dueling theme that the entire show has. It's a little odd when you learn about the origin of the Blue Eyes, but we won't get into that. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he had kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corps. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corps and found Grandpa laying on the floor defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson with the heart of the cards, but I lost. Yeah, like typical anime, they've got the whole, oh yeah, friendship is power, woohoo! And that kind of takes form as heart of the cards. Like, if you believe in your cards, you'll magically make the draws that you need. Yeah, it's a little odd, but whatever. How's the old man feeling? You sleaze, what have you done to him? We had a duel, that's all, with each of us putting up our most valuable card as the prize. But I guess playing as a champion like myself was just too much stimulation for the old fool. You should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. You know, for a guy who has an obsession with this card, and there's only 4 of them in the entire world, spoiler alert, Kaiba has the other 3, yeah, figure that out. Instead of adding the 4th one to his collection, he decides, you know what, I'm gonna rip it in half. Sucks to suck. Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me. Like I said, you could have just kept it in your collection. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so here, Yugi's grandpa, he's gonna give him his deck. It's like, I built this deck, I put my soul in these cards, and I tell you everything I know. Take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Blah blah blah, and now we're gonna deal Kaiba with our grandfather's deck that just lost. And you'll see there, Yugi just kind of changed into a different person. That's, well, it's a little odd, but That's part of the anime. Basically, that puzzle around his neck. Yeah, it houses it houses the spirit of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. I know, weird. You're not going to understand it in this game. The only way to understand what all that's going on is to watch the anime. I'm not explaining it. Spoilers. So if you want to know, watch the show. But Kaiba was taken aback by Yuki's sudden transformation. It seemed like he had become a different person, as if he was more confident and powerful than before. Which he is. Alright, so now, here's the fun thing. You have two options here when you're doing a duel. You can either use the deck that the character you're playing as used at this point in the show. It's not a 100% recreation of their actual deck, but it's approximate, and it uses the base theme of their deck with some extra stuff added in. Or you can build your own deck and use that instead. I'm just going to use a story deck because even though I've been playing this game, I have yet to make a deck for myself because I've kind of just been like collecting everything that I can. So we're just going to use a story deck for any duels that we do in this video and just see what we can do. Alright, a classic rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to go first. I won the bout, so I can choose, and I want to go second. There's advantages between going first and second in this game. Personally, I prefer going second because then I can see my opponent's setup. And I get to draw another card on my turn, and I get to make an attack. Whereas if you start out first, you don't get to make a first draw, and you don't get to attack. It just seems more advantageous to wait. Alright, so let's see here. I've drawn Monster Reborn, that's a pretty nice card. What do I want to do? I'm going to activate Heart of the Underdog. So each time I draw a card, if it's a normal monster like Left Leg of the Forbidden One, I can reveal it and then draw another card. And that works really well with this deck that Yugi has in this first duel. For my first move, I think I'm going to set this Mystical Elf in defense mode. So now it's face down so my opponent does not know what it is. And as you can see here, each of us start with 8,000 life points. If either of us get down to 0, we lose. Alright, so Kaiba's flipped his Aqua Meteor and he's attacking Mystical Elf. So since his attack is lower than my defense and I have my monster in defense mode, he loses points, I don't, and my monster sticks around. Love that. Okay, so I drew Summon Skull, it's a normal monster. This means I can activate Heart of the Underdog. Now Kaiba knows I have Summon Skull, but I get to draw another card. And now I can do the same thing, because I got another normal monster, and I can keep on doing it until I get something that's not a normal monster card. And holy crud, this strategy is going crazy. This is actually working out really well. The reason why I'm doing this is you're seeing these cards that say blah blah of the Forbidden One. If I get all 5 parts of what's called Exodia, the Forbidden One, in my hand at the same time, I automatically win. Just flat out, you win. And this deck, and then there's one other deck in this game that you can use, are built to use Exodia. The other deck is built for it better than this one is, but this one still works perfectly fine for it. I have a lot of cards in my hand here. I need to use some of these. I'm going to activate Raigeki, which destroys all of my opponent's monsters, so I have now a clear field to attack. Now I'm going to sacrifice my Mystical Elf, which may be not the smartest move considering my opponent has 3 face-down cards, which could really wreck me up. But I'll bring out my Summon Skull, which has really high attack power. Now any monster, now you see the star underneath the card on the left? If it's 5 or 6 stars, I have to sacrifice one monster like you just saw me do with Mystical Elf in order to bring them out on the field. If it says 7 or 8, I have to sacrifice 2 monsters. So you always gotta think about, is it better to sacrifice now, or is it better to just leave those monsters out there? And as it turns out with that Shadow spell, I should have left Mystical Elf out there. But, you know, sometimes these things happen. And now it's the end of my turn. I have to discard from my hand. I'm going to discard Guy the Fierce Knight. And I have a reason for it, but we'll get to that on my next turn. Even though it's a strong monster that naturally I would want to have on there, I decided, you know what? I don't want that in my hand. Okay, so... Oh, this is so good. Okay, so I'm going to set my Sangan. It has a nice ability that it will activate when my opponent destroys it, but we'll get to that. Now I'll activate Monster Reborn to summon my Guy the Fierce Knight from my graveyard, my destroyed cards, and it's back on my field. I love it. I love this game. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger. Like, gosh, I don't know how many years ago that was. But I have, like, somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 cards. I was never, like, any kind of professional, competitive duelist or anything like that. But I had a lot of fun playing the game. It's all the strategy of it to me. Like, you guys saw me play Pokemon Leaf Green. It's an RPG where you get to think about your plan, you get to think about strategy and what you want to do, and how you're going to beat your opponent. I love thinking about that kind of strategy stuff. And these card games, be they like Yu-Gi-Oh, be it Magic, be it Pokemon, whatever else, it's all the strategy elements, and I love it so much. Oh, that's a good card to have. Okay, so I'm going to set this. Now, let me... Okay. Kaiba's got his Blue Eyes White Dragon. You remember how he said he would never have to see a Blue Eyes be used against him? You want to use his Blue Eyes against him? Because I sure do! Alright, we're going to activate Snatch Steal. I'll choose Kaiba's Blue Eyes, and now it's my monster. It's just mine. The only downside is, during each of my opponent's turns, he gets 1,000 life points. So if I can't take him down quick enough, you know, we're just not going to have a good day. Luckily, I can get rid of this Ancient Lane. What? Wait. Okay, so Ancient Lane passes effect, apparently. Before damage calculation, if this card is being attacked by an opponent's monster and was face down at the start of your damage step, target one monster your opponent controls, except the attacking monster. Oh, shoot. Okay, so he just had my guy, the Fierce Knight, attack my Blue Eyes, and meaning I lost damage for it. Okay. Oops. That's unfortunate for me, but I can still use my Blue Eyes to destroy his little lamp there. And you see Blue Eyes has its little cinematic attack. Most monsters don't have that. In fact, I've only encountered 5 so far, I think, that can actually do it. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, which is in Yugi's deck here. Oh, crap. Crush card. Basically with that trap card, I don't wanna. Basically with that trap card, any monsters that have 1500 attack or more in my hand or on my field are just destroyed. Flat out destroyed. But, yeah, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician are two of the cards that have those little cinematic attacks. Unfortunately, Exodia, not one of them, even though it would be so awesome to see it. But there's also Red Eyes Black Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, and Elemental Hero Thunder Giant, which is a bit of an odd one. That's not one that we will be seeing at all, because that's in the GX set of duels. And we're just going to focus on original Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Alright, so we've done our attacks. We attacked with our Feral Imp and Sangan. I played the Swords of Revealing Light. That means that Kaiba cannot attack me at all for 3 turns. I can attack him. He can't attack me. Oh, I do not want to use Dark Hole. That destroys all monsters, and I've got 2 monsters here. While my opponent has none. Why would I do that? That's oh, wait. Okay, good. I thought his face-down card was going to wreck me. Good thing it didn't. Okay, now. Kaiba is looking to be on the ropes here. He's only drawing 1 card per turn, meaning he can't really do any kind of combos. So, unless he draws something super good or he gets his own Dark Hole or something, he is screwed. Alright, so Heart of the Underdog gets to activate again. I'm drawing more cards. Okay, it's another Sand again. Not really what I was winning. But, uh-oh. Oh. Okay, sure. Kaiba just healed himself 900 life points, 300 for each monster on the field. I won't beat him this turn, but if he can't play a good card on his next turn, I win. And this is going to be a very poor showing for Kaiba. Kaiba is Yugi's, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't call him the antagonist, but he's definitely Yugi's arch rival. Okay, Battle Locks, that's stronger than my monsters. So, I'll activate Spellbinding Circle. So now, I target Battle Locks. Guess what, guys? He can't attack with it! Even though Swords of Revealing Light is done. Oh, maybe I should have waited till the next turn to do that, because he couldn't attack anyways. Oh well. Graceful Charity is very nice. I can draw 3 cards, then immediately discard 2. And I'm going to discard both Dark Holes, because why do I want that? That will bring out Pot of Greed. I can draw another 2 cards. Love it. I could bring a Dark Magician. Oh, I think I just won. Well, I mean, I can win anyways. I can either win by defeating him with power or by going for Exodia. I'm going to go for Exodia because there's only 2 decks that use it. And it's just more fun. So now I brought out the Dark Magician. And by sending Sangan from the field to the graveyard, I can activate their effects. Which allows me to bring out monsters with, I don't remember the exact text of it, but I can bring up monsters with less attack, with 1500 or less attack from my deck into my hand. So I just got rid of 2 Sanyans. I can bring in a Exodia piece, which is number 4, and then, look right here. Exodia the Forbidden One, the 5th piece. Now it's in my hand, and I win the duel. And, spoiler alert, using Exodia is actually how Yugi defeats Kaiba in this particular duel, the anime, which is part of why I really wanted to use Exodia to win, because it will mirror the show. You play only for power, Kaiba. That is why you lost. Blah blah. The results of the duel spread quickly, and a mysterious one-eyed man gets news of Yugi's victory. This is the villain of the first season of the anime, the Duelist Kingdom arc, Maximilian Pegasus, the CEO of Industrial Illusions. He has his reasons, but he's not the nicest of guys. Now let's see here. What duel do we want to do next? I want to use a different character deck. So we're gonna skip the Ultimate Great Moth and just go to the Harpy Lady. So we'll be playing as Joey Wheeler against my Valentine. Yugi wasn't the only duelist who was motivated to win the tournament for a level 1. So yeah, we're skipping a bit of the story here. Pegasus recruited Yugi to participate in a tournament on his own private island, where the winner would either get like $1 million or get 1 wish from Pegasus, and the wish could be literally anything. So that's where we're at. We're at the tournament now. And the tournament is basically you find someone, you challenge them, and you try and beat them. Kind of like Pokemon. When 2 duelist eyes meet, they fight. I better be the champion for Serenity's sake. She's always counted on me, even when we were kids. Joey's sister, Serenity, is going blind, and he's wanting to win the tournament so he can get the prize money and pay for her eyesight surgery. So he's got pretty good motivations here. Yugi, his grandfather's soul was actually stolen by Pegasus, so they're both of these friends here, they're desperate to win. The team met my Valentine on the boat to Duelist Kingdom, a manipulative, self-absorbed duelist who seems to have the uncanny ability to know which card she draws next. Oh my. And she's now chosen to fight Joey for reasons. Now in the anime, Mai claims to be psychic. She places all her cards face down in front of her, and she just picks them up without even looking at them and puts them on the field. It's not real. She's not a psychic. She's actually being a bit of a cheeky little sneak there. Because she laces, somehow this makes sense. I personally don't get it. But she laces each and every single one of her cards with a different perfume. Which somehow, all 40 cards that she has there, she can tell them all apart. Even though they're all getting mixed around, they're all together. She somehow has this uncanny nose to sniff them all out. And somehow Joey figures it out in the duel, and he gets over his fear and he's able to beat her. It's kind of weird. But she's got 2 cards face down and a monster and a field spell. So all of her winged beasts gain 200 attack and defense. And if she plays a Harpy or Harpy Lady's sisters, they can destroy any 1 spell or trap on the field. Okay. It's a good card for her. I'm going to have to be careful with this. I'm going to summon my Destroyer Golem. Mai can actually be a pretty dangerous duelist if you don't know what you're doing with her. She's got decent combos. Okay, good. We destroyed Harpy Dancer, and my Destroyer Golem has more attack than her regular Harpies do. So we're set up pretty well in this match. But she can easily destroy my monster. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Wait a minute. Okay, now you just destroyed your own card, Shadow of Eyes. Why did you play Harpy Leading Defense, or your Harpy Queen Defense mode? That's kind of weird. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna summon I've never known how to pronounce this card. Some people say Kojaki. I always used to say Kojakosi as a kid. I got no idea what the real pronunciation is. I'm just gonna go with Kojaki because that's what I've heard. So Kojaki will attack her Harpy Queen, and the Destroyer Golem will destroy the Harpy Dancer, I think? Yeah, Harpy Dancer. And I'm at this point, I am probably winning this duel. She can still throw something out there to beat me, but she's got 1 card in her hand. She can't do combo potential with that. Let's see here. I am going to sacrifice my Kojaki to bring out the even stronger Rude Kaiser. Look at that card. Isn't that a menace? It's like a giant lizard with blade arms. Speaking of giant lizards, I have Garuzis in my hand, which is another giant lizard. Joey Wheeler has a lot of warrior-based cards. It's kind of the theme he goes for. Wow. Mai literally could not do anything that turn with her cards. This is actually really good for me. Okay, now I'm going to sacrifice my Destroyer Golem for the stronger Garuzis. This is kind of a boring duel. I'm not really getting any of the good cards that I really want to show off. I'd love to get a baby dragon so I could show what a fusion looks like. But that's not going to be happening in this duel. Okay. Unless Mai can play something good on her next turn, she's done. This duel is just like a wash for her. Hysteric Sign. Elegant Egotist. Why do you add that to your hand? I mean, of course, that's what Hysteric Sign does, but... yeah, she lost. She lost hard. Garuzis, just end it. I win the duel. Yeah, you lost to damn I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For... I don't even know how many years now. But I've been playing for a long time, Mai. And for each duel you win, you get different cards awards. You get duel points, which you can use to buy special cards, buy whole decks, whatever. Let's see, what duel do we want to do next? Let's see here. Let's jump forward a bit in the show, maybe. Most duels you're going to be using Yugi. There's a few that are Joey, there's a few that are Kaiba, and you saw there's Taya, which I really don't feel like showing off Taya. She's kind of... I don't want to show that. Let's do another deck with Yugi. Let's do Panic Attack. Now, this whole duel is about this guy Panic. You remember Mai. Panic basically challenged Mai to a duel, and he thrashed her, utterly thrashed her, and he took all of her chips. The chips you see in his hand, you have to have 10 of those in order to make it to the finals. Basically the first 4 duelists to get 10 chips and get to are in the finals. Well, the ones that walk up to the castle doors, at least. Because as you can see there, he's got more than 10, but he's actually hired by Pegasus to knock out as many duelists as he can, which is why he challenged Mai. Now that we're challenging him to get Mai's chips back. Why do we want to help out Mai? Well, it turns out she's not as bad as she seemed when she was dueling Joey. Panic is he's a bit of an ass. There's really no way not to say that. The PK there on his shirt, for you MMO players out there, that's player killer. Yeah, that shows you what kind of guy this is. And the P and K in his name are both capitalized, even though the K is at the very end of his name. So for this duel, Yuki's got a different deck than we saw before. Gone are the Exodia cards. He's now got Catapult Turtle and several other different stuff. But every duel, the deck is slightly different. It's never going to be exactly the same. At least I'm pretty sure it's not. Maybe I don't remember quite so well. But we're starting out this duel here. Got some okay stuff. I'm not too happy with my hand, but we'll see what we can do with it. I'm going to summon up my Winged Dragon. I'm just going to leave him out there and attack. We have the first turn here, which puts me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. I don't like going first. I really don't. Of course, he destroys my monster. Not surprised, kind of thought he had something to destroy that. 1400 is relatively weak. Yes! Okay, this is what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, now I can show you a fusion. When you have the card Polymerization and 2 cards that can be used as a fusion, you can take a card from your extra deck, which is that one over there on the left by Yugi's picture, and you can summon it. So in this case, I'm bringing out Gaia the Dragon Champion, which I have to have Curse of Dragon and Gaia the Fierce Knight either on my field or in my hand. And so I started out with 2 of those cards. I was really hoping to get a Polymerization early, and I did. Thank goodness. This is the 2600 attack point monster and can easily destroy Panic's Zombie Master. Unless one of those 2 cards he has there face down can stop my attack. Oh, like Mirror Force. The bane of my existence. Mirror Force destroys all face-up attack position monsters whenever I declare an attack. But look like my sword's revealing light here, so he can't attack me for 3 turns. That's pretty helpful. this duel is not gonna go well. There's a good chance I can lose this one, just based on how this first turn went. And now he's buffed up King of Yami Makai's defense. Didn't really make much sense why, but okay. I cannot play a monster because Dark Magician has 7 stars. So I'm pretty much just waiting out these next couple turns until my swords run out and I can try and mount the defense against Panic. If I can summon Dark Magician, I'll be good. That's an if. Right now, the odds are not looking so good in my favor. Sure, I've only lost 400 life points, but when you play this game and you understand how it all works, you can kind of tell when things are looking good and, well, when they're not. I'm going to send my Beaver Warrior Defenseman next to my Griffor. Both of them can be easily destroyed by King of Yami Makai, which is what I'm kind of expecting to have happen here. Yep, there we go, he destroyed my Griffor. I'm starting to feel like Molly in that last duel. There's not a damn thing I can do. I literally can't do anything in this duel. This is going to be an embarrassing loss. And you know, it's one thing to lose when your opponent just has better cards than you and you get outmaneuvered. It's another thing when you can't get any good draws at all and you're just screwed. Which is how this duel is turning out. Now, he did destroy my guy, the Dragon Champion, and you know, good job. But everything else since then is just like, I can't draw anything that I can use. Not a single draw since I lost my Dragon Champion has been something that I could do anything with. And now he just sacrificed me a Dark Chimera, which, okay, that's a weird attack point. I lose. Dang. Okay, yeah, that happens. You know, you can't win them all. And so look, it gives you a tip there. Play defensive and let Catapult Turtle do all the heavy damage. Catapult Turtle is a card that's used in this particular deck against Panic, just like in the anime. Okay, who are we going to fight here? I kind of want to do... You know, let's do something... Now, something I love about this is that after you do a story duel, you can now do the reverse. So I hit X, and now it's not me playing as Joey against this character here. It's me using the character. And I want to do that. We're going to play as Rex Raptor in Dinosaur Duelist. It'll probably be our last duel this video, and hopefully we'll get another win. Rock, paper, scissors, I win, so naturally I'm going to choose to go second. And we're going to see what Joey can use against me. And when you use the reverse duel, you don't get to see the story. Why that is, I don't know. But basically, for this story, Mai was pissed off at Joey for beating her, so she hired Rex to beat Joey for her. Spoiler alert, Joey wins in the anime. What a shocker, right? A main character winning? Yeah, that never happened. Totally happens all the time. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Oh, okay. That's what I want to do. Let me think. Okay, so I'm going to activate Fossil Dig. It lets me take any level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from my deck and put it in my hand. So I'm hoping for something good here. Okay, I can either do Mega Zowler, which is 1800 attack. What's this? Huh. I've never seen that card before. Interesting. Or Sword Armed Dragon with 1750. We're gonna go for Mega Zowler. So I put Mega Zowler in my hand. I can't summon it because it's only 6 for the 6 stars, but I can activate Soul Exchange, which lets me target my opponent's monster and use it for tribute summoning, which I'm doing now. Goodbye, Joey's monster. Say hello to my dinosaur. Is there anything else I want to do? I wouldn't do that now. No, we're gonna wait. I can't go to battle phase because using Soul Exchange means you can't battle that turn. But I now have a strong monster out there, and there's nothing Joey can do about it, which I'm happy with that. I'm gonna hold on to that. Okay, I'm gonna bring out my Crawling Dragon number 2. Why it's called number 2, I don't know. Just give your cards different names. And I'm gonna activate Monster Gate because sure, why not? Oh wait, tribute 1 monster. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna tribute my Crawling Dragon. And now I get to take cards from the top of my deck until I can find a certain one. Like Red Eyes Black Dragon. Well, it's not necessarily a certain one, it's just until you get a certain type. And it's basically you're looking for normal monsters that you could summon. Which I just summoned my Red Eyes Black Dragon, which Oh, Joey's gonna be pissed. Because that is the best card in Rex's deck. And I just got it out there for free. And I'm making it even stronger by equipping it with Dragon Treasure. So now its attack and defense are boosted by 300. So Mega Zowler is going to destroy this defense monster, no problem at all. And now Red Eyes. Oh wait, you know CGI attack? That's weird. I've used Red Eyes before, not a CGI attack. Maybe it's only in certain duels? Huh. That's interesting. Because I've used Red Eyes before and he had a little cinematic. Oh gosh. Time Wizard. Joey can pick heads or tails. If the coin lands on that one, my monsters are gone. Ah! Shite! Okay, we can deal with this. Well, let's activate Terraforming so I can add a field spell to my hand. We're going to take Wasteland, which powers up my dinosaurs, zombies, and rocks. And now we have Wasteland, that's our field. So we're going to summon up Gale Lizard, because it's stronger than Time Wizard. And if Joey had called his coin flip wrong with Time Wizard, all of his monsters would have been destroyed instead. And I was really hoping that would happen, but yeah, wasn't to be. Okay. Gale Lizard, not the strongest, but we'll... Oh, fuck. Sword and Seal just swap my attack and defense. So his Axe Raider could easily beat me. This duel isn't going as well as I thought it would. Shoot. I think I'm gonna lose this one. Great. Great. Kinda hoping to get a third win, but that's not gonna be the case. Axe Raider can destroy 2 of the King Rex, but I can kill Masaki, so I guess I'm gonna go for that. I can at least get something done to Joey. Alright, 2-headed King Rex. Destroy Masaki, Legendary Swordsman. Come on. Oh, this is bad. Rude Kaiser. Even stronger than his Axe Raider. I don't think Rex... What? Why didn't you attack? Are you... Oh, shoot! 2-headed King Rex hits a boost from Wasteland! I forgot about that! Oh, okay. I have options here. I have options. I should have done that to destroy... Okay. Something you can do. If your monster and your opponent's monster have the same attack points, you can send them into a kamikaze. You know, this may not be my smartest move, but I'm going to do it anyways. So now both the monsters are gone, and my Trachodon can attack Joey directly because he has nothing to protect him. So I'm not. I don't know if I say I'm winning right now, but I'm in a stronger spot than I was 2 turns ago. And there's the Axe Raider. Ah, damn it. Okay. Oh, good. This will save me for a turn. I need that. I don't want to put Red Eyes Black Chick. Do I have another Red Eyes in this deck? I don't think I do. Maybe I should set the Black Chick. Cost down. So now I can bring on a monster cheaper, so I can do Lava Battle Guard without sacrificing. Alright. I activate Threatening Roar. So now Joey can attack me this turn. Nope, that's it. I lose. Probably. I won't lose this turn, but most likely I'm losing this duel. I'm not getting the cards I need. I'm gonna lose again. Very unfortunate, but... when Swamp and Lava Battle Guard are both in the field, as you can see here, they give each other an attack boost. Which definitely means I'm screwed. Crawling Dragon. Can't equip Dragon Treasure to it. And both of his monsters are stronger. I'm losing this. I lose on this turn. There's nothing I can do about it. I just gotta watch Joey beat me. There's nothing I can do. It's very unfortunate. Oh, wait! Oh, I get one more turn. Okay. Nah, not gonna work. Not gonna work. I could just hover over here and go to surrender, but that's boring. But I always feel like that's disrespectful, so I'm not gonna do that. We'll see the duel out. We'll see Joey beat me. I have found that when I've been playing this, that actually using the reverse duels, it's harder to win than the real duels. It's just because like your opponent's decks, like the actual characters, those decks are built to defeat you. So you're fighting a losing battle right away. But even though you lose, you'll still sometimes win a card and you'll still get some duel points. So at least there's that. Now, that, guys, is going to be the end of a video. I hope you enjoyed watching me play a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe if so, maybe you will want to watch the anime now. It's got, like, there's actually 6 different series of it. There's Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, 5Ds, ZEXAL, Arc V, and the new one... I'm not sure what the new one is called, actually. But there's plenty out there. And whether or not you want to do the show now, or you want to go on Steam and buy the game, I believe it is about $20 on Steam. And it does have some DLC, which includes more cards and more duels. Yeah, I just took a look at it. It's a $20 game, which may seem like a lot when it's pretty simple, but it's got over 6,000 cards in this game. 6,000 different cards. So hey, if it's something that you guys want to do, go ahead. There's the campaign, there's Duelist challenges where you can, the game gives you certain challenges against certain opponents and you gotta try and beat them. There's the online mode where you can duel players, actual real people, which I'm not doing. But there's stuff out there for you to play. So, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed and we'll see you next time on Shuffle Play. See you guys!